Boy Chef Stu with a live update about Transition Kitchen. Some of you guys may know about the donation we received the other day from a couple called the Getter Keys, who made a financial contribution towards the program that solidified me and my staff to be able to move forward with our scheduled grand opening date of September the 3rd. However, I was on tour with Wiz Khalifa and Artist Lord Sky. Shouts out to CEO Craig Davis of All We Got Records. And they allowed for me to take a quick little brief break from the tour so that I could fly into Baltimore to surprise the couple with a specialty dinner. I wanted to take this opportunity not only to show you guys the dinner that I'm going to make for them, but I did want to highlight some of the key players in Transition Kitchen's staff. So as we move forward, guys, I'm going to show you how to make this food, and then I'm going to introduce you to the people that I have selected to help me run this foundation to the next level. All right. Quick little overview. As y'all can see, we got all the ingredients out. I've selected to make what I like to call a party in your mouth, because this is butternut squash risotto with shrimp lollipops. And then we have a salad that's going to be baby arugula, matchstick carrots, spiced walnuts, goat cheese with champagne vinaigrette. As you can see, I already got my onions sauteing, which is the first step in making risotto. A little olive oil, and then you saute up your onions, make sure that they're translucent. You can see we got a nice big batch. It's about 8 of us total today. So again, as a chef, it's very key to be very organized and meticulous. You can see all my ingredients is right here. This is a key way for me to realize that I have everything that I need. The visuals right here. I don't forget anything out of the dish. And so as we move forward to Transition Kitchen, I'll have you guys doing similar things at home. And so that's the dish. Now, more importantly about the dish, I got to talk about my team and what they mean to me, because honestly, this is a really, really big project. It's going to be hard for me to pull this off by myself. As I get to Jamal here, tell you that one of his biggest questions is, how is Chef going to be able to pull this off? And he lives in, we don't even know what state he lives in, but we just know he lives in so many different places. And so these are the people that make this thing happen. All right, so first up, we got Bonnie Peterson. Give it up for Bonnie! Give it up for Bonnie! Give it up for Bonnie! All right, Bonnie Peterson. I actually went to school with Bonnie. I don't really remember how we got back on touch with everything, because you know Facebook is kind of weird, where you literally, you don't talk to people, you see everything that they're doing, and then you call them on the phone and you try to tell them about your new car and about the new house, and they're like, oh, I know. And like, how do you know? Like, because we're Facebook friends. And so literally we stayed connected throughout Facebook. She was watching the campaign, and immediately when I came to the city, I tried to assemble some of the people from my high school to let them know about the program. Bonnie went in head first. Currently, she really, at that point, I would say, she really didn't even have a role in the thing. It was just being a friend to me and just doing whatever she could do. So she started getting packages, and she started basically chef whatever you want to do. She stayed on top of everything. And then honestly, she's the reason that we ended up meeting Michelle Sazo of the UN Power and the Food Project. She actually was the one that was working with Michelle, called me one day and said, Chef, I know that you're struggling with the money. I think I got somebody that can help us with the money. And so from that, you know, you guys know as the rest of the team members, Bonnie was given the title of project manager, and trust and believe, she is the heartbeat of us. You ask Bonnie to do something, and she'll make sure that you like, everybody did it, everybody's on point. You ask for something, it's done. And a lot of the small meticulous things, even right now, she's making sure that the registration kits comes in. She's the one that's tallying all of the equipment supplies. She's also the one that's helping Jamal with one of his things. And so we just got to give a big shout out to Bonnie. Thank you. I love you for being on Team TQ, baby.
Love you too, family.
You got it. You got it. You got it. All right. Now, next is my roadie. Me and Gail, same scenario as Bonnie, grew up in childhood. I looked on her page one day. She called me her sandbox brother, and it was kind of funny. Period of time, we know each other's parents. We went to the same school. The majority of our best friends are the same person, in a sense, which would be funny because actually Jamal, she knows Jamal is from school as well. So not only did we grow up in school together, in the streets together, we actually went to high school together as well. At the time, I took culinary arts, and Gail was in cosmetology. Oh, what was you doing? You in culinary arts? I'm tripping. I don't know why I thought you took something else in there. But as you can have it, so in hindsight, we was already on this path together years later. So once I actually announced Transition Kitchen was coming, before we cut the camera on, we made a lot of jokes. I was asking her, could she make risotto? And she's like, Chef, you know I'm the baker. And so I didn't want to bake. I don't want to outshine. I'm looking for chefs who really take the pastry side of it just as serious as I do the food. And if you want a lot of detail to go into the food, the way that you want to go into the dessert, you can't wear all the hats. So you got to take off a hat. And so moving forward with the program, I decided that Gail, lifetime friend, childhood friend, homie, sandbox brother, whatever she want to call me, it was no way impossible that I was going to bring this program to the city without incorporating a certified pastry chef, Stratford University graduate, and a personal friend. And so Gail, welcome Gail to the team. TK is the pastry chef, and thank you for everything, baby.
All right.
All right, so moving right along, y'all can see next up we got Jamal Hill. Jamal is actually the outreach coordinator for Transition Kitchen. And it's kind of funny because, again, same story, me and Jamal have been friends since the 6th grade. You know, his brother is my brother, his mother is my mother, the same thing. I could walk in his house and stay the night for a week, they wouldn't say anything. And he could go to my house and do the same thing, my family wouldn't say anything. Unfortunately, not to get too personal, Jamal kind of got into some trouble as a teen and kind of had to go away for a little while. So I lost him as a friend, and it really hurt growing up without Jamal. I told him the other day, he always talked about how intelligent I am and everything, but Jamal is just as intelligent as me as well. And so that's why we were friends even in the beginning of time. And it's like, it's kind of funny now because even though we the same age, really, Jamal, I would always admit, was way more mature than me. So it was like the friend that you had, it was your age, but like the friend that you had, it was almost like an older brother at the same time. Like, and so it was really good to have Jamal back. And then when I brought the program to him directly, he just wanted to be a part of it. He wanted to be a chef. He wanted to be the driver. He was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this program, but I want to be a part of this. And so, you know, little by little, and even now, he'll admit that damn 3 years later, there's still stuff, and I'm finding out about the program because it's hard for me to explain it in its entirety without it's steps. I mean, it's really, really, really intricate. I've dreamed on it a long time, and so now we're just executing the plan. And so when it came time to us moving forward as a foundation and as a board, a slot opened up with somebody being able to connect the program to the community. And so it was big for Jamal to take that role because A, he's been doing it for the last 4 years. He's been promoted. He's been doing it for 4 years. I live out of town, so I've called and said, Jamal, listen, we got to move out of the building. Do I got to get on a flight to come babysit this, or can I make it happen? Send me the money, do what you got to do. Jamal, guess what? They said we can come back to the building, move the stuff back over there. Jamal, we just got the refrigerator delivered. Take it out of that other building, move it back to that other building. And hands down, Transition Kitchen will not be nothing without the help of Jamal before it came into fruition for the project manager, before the whole outreach manager. I mean, everything he could have done, opening up his home, let me stay, rides. I mean, it really was a lot of work. And I couldn't have did it without you, bro. So thank you for coming on TK. Also, just wanted to add to Jamal's role as well, which is it's a real reason why I picked Jamal in that role, because at the end of the day, one day he was on a conference call and he said, am I the press secretary of Transition Kitchen? I said, not really, but yeah, you are the person who is supposed to introduce the program to the city. And so ironically, I talk about it all the time of racial disparities in my personal life growing up. And so all of us are friends from Essex, Maryland, so we all grew up having friends of both sides. And we, you know what I'm saying, and we've never been afraid to stay away from our true culture, who we were as people, but we've never been naive to realize that there are some people from all different walks of life that really, honestly, are genuinely great people. And so if that's an end-core motto of me and my program and the message I want to send to the city, I have to bring along people who have this same ideology without trying to convince them to make it seem or to say something to say the right way. And so Jamal knows very well that some of our closest friends are white. Some of the same friends that he got as his best white friends is my same best white friends too. And so when you got somebody that's on the ground, somebody that knows nothing about Transition Kitchen, somebody who's as clueless to the program, I felt that Jamal played a really big role to being able to break them down to let everybody know that this was built on the principles of chef didn't get to that level without having that thought process. And so our whole team collectively, again, we don't try to use this to use as a racial thing, but we have to highlight it because it's a conversation that most people don't want to talk about. So I did want to highlight that Jamal is definitely the perfect person to convey to the city of Baltimore and surrounding counties that Transit Kitchen is basically colorless or green. We just need money here. That's the only color that we chasing. And that's it for Jamal. I got one more left to do, and then we're going to move into the next phase of this risotto. So if you want to come and just get a quick risotto update, so you get a step-by-step. At some point we'll chop up at a later date. After you put the risotto in there, you saute it slightly with the olive oil and the onions, and you just kind of let it all go together. So that the rice is actually, because this is actually arborio rice, which is a pasta. So it has the pasta flavor, but it's pasta that's the size of rice. And so if you can look, Jamal, because I see you interested, like you want to make it at home. But this rice, you see what I'm doing with this rice, it ain't even the water yet. You saute it first. But if you notice how translucent, this is for you too as well, that as it gets bigger and it starts to open, it'll be translucent. So it looks white. So like they told me, like it looks like a pregnant piece of rice right there. Because you see how it's there? Okay, yeah. So if the rice is pregnant, it's not ready for liquid. All right. And then lastly, we have Anthony. Let me know when you're ready for my man Anthony.
Ready?
All right. So Anthony Davis, the development director, honestly signed up for something he was clueless about. He just said, "I want to help you, chef." Cool. What can I do? He asked for a title within the company, and I gave it to him, along with the long list of stuff that goes along with that. But before that, I met Anthony through another friend of ours, Cash, great friend of mine, and I don't remember the day we met, but I just knew we kind of we just hooked up one day, and it was instantaneous. Very well dressed dude, very family oriented, you know, married, baby, father, well dressed. Anthony normally wears suits and ties on a regular basis. And so he drives Mercedes. I mean, Anthony is a cool dude, like for real. Don't let it get twisted. Anthony is the man. But on a personal level, throughout my journey, as he would admit himself, that he was watching me. And so I was going after restaurants, and I was going after different things, and I was pushing, and he would hit me, bro. I work at this hotel. They're thinking about bringing a restaurant to the hotel, and we're looking for a chef. Submit your menu, submit your stuff, let me try to get you in here. You know what I'm saying? Would you come back to Baltimore if I get you a restaurant? Anthony, you need a restaurant in Baltimore, I'm on my way back tonight. Right. Matter of fact, my sauce is already in the bag. And so we went forward with that. I submitted the menu. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Maybe we fast forward again. Anthony came back a while later. All right, that didn't work. They changed their mind. This is what we're about to do. I got another opportunity possibly to do this. And so he allowed for me to submit to another place to try to get something. We always talked about working together in the setting of a restaurant setting. We always talked about throwing events together. We always said, you know, kind of utilize that, hey, for what I do and for what you do could make sense. And so one day in particular, I called Anthony and I had told him about the campaign and what we needed. And I don't know if y'all remember or not, but Anthony is one of the ones that made a substantially large contribution towards Transit Kitchen himself to buy us one of the most needed pieces of equipment. And so at that point, again, it was just Anthony showing his love and support for Chef Stu as my friend. It had no personal gain to it. But then I had talked to him to just check on him with the progress of Transit Kitchen, and he came down to the space. And so when he came down to the space, I'm already in my mind saying, okay, I gotta devise my team. This is the positions that I need. And so Anthony walked in and said, "Chef, how can I help you get the money?" And I said, "There you go." You want to know how I get the money? Guess what? I'm going to teach you how we're going to get the money together. And so Anthony jumped on board. He took the responsibility of being the financial director, which honestly is the biggest position within the foundation. Anthony has been essentially breaking it down to a systematic scale. He's been assigned the task of bringing chefs' ideas to life. Everybody else can kind of listen to him. Anthony has to listen to him and figure out how to make them come to life. And so if anything was to happen to me, God forbid, the day of tomorrow, I've instructed Anthony with phases for this program for the next 10 years so that this could fall and go on. After we had a quick little talk to just kind of rearrange our whole structure within the team to make sure that everybody understood the responsibilities and where they was going at. Clearly I had already chosen for the thing. I had to remind him of the restaurant stories and all of that. And I don't think that he might have thought that that played a factor into it. But honestly, everybody that sits on the board, everybody sits on the team is outside of Transit Kitchen is my friends. Like, I'm welcome to y'all homes, y'all welcome to my homes. And so I wanted to make sure that I was around people who I genuinely trusted and loved and would be able to carry on the mission, even if there's a lot at times. But now that we got a little structure and we understand where we're going at, it's going to get a lot more simplistic. But Anthony, in a sense, is he's the developer. He's the one that all you guys have to go to get your department strengthened. You might need more pastry pans, you better run it past Anthony. You want some more wheels, flyers, t-shirts, you gotta run it past Anthony. You want more money, you need to run it past Anthony. You want a cameraman, which you can't see behind the scenes, he would check on Anthony to make sure that the invoices can. And then also we got the PR in the back, AJ, who is also a vital member. AJ, would you like a shout out on this quick little introduction of the world?
Hey, peoples!
As a great PR, stays behind the scenes. A good PR should always be behind the scenes and put their clients in the front of the scene. But I could not stress the importance of AJ coming on board with Chef Stew. We talked, and I told her about some of the things that I had going on in my personal life as a chef. Because I am Chef Stew, but I am also Transcend Kitchen's founder, which means that there are times where I have to play both roles. And so when she came on board, we had to kind of outline what role would I play and how does that really go. And I'll just get that in just a second. And so I kind of asked her to look at Transition Kitchen for me, but don't get too involved in Transition Kitchen because we ain't got no money to pay you over here at Transition Kitchen. And now y'all all can admit that all of us call AJ on a regular basis. She helps sure that we got everything that we got going. And so we're really, really, really thankful to have AJ on board, somebody who has a lot of experience in the media world, somebody who's able to, and hands down, to be honest, she got Gail an interview within shortly joining our team. Gail has been interviewed, so AJ has been on a tremendous job. There are some other team members here, but not to confuse you guys, we'll do another video at a later date where I can update you with some more of the team. But I do want you to know that these are the 4 people that have been entrusted. Board members, staff members, crews, personal friends of Chef Stew. Now, roll it back to me one time, Bert. I got something to say. America, listen, I can't get on the phone with everybody. That's why I got these people. These are my closest friends. These are the people that they have departments, they have titles. Get in touch with them. The message will make it to me. But I do want you guys to know who they are. Show them the same respect that you would show me. They're not trying to be bougie and push you off by saying I can't get in touch with the chef. Because I've designed a system where I felt like I shouldn't have to hire people that I have to walk behind the whole time. And so I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of who I am. And anybody else who says they have something to do with Transition Kitchen, clearly if they're not in this room, then chances is they're not involved in the program. But other than that, we'll go back to the dinner in just a second. And it'll be time to eat, show you what this is looking like. But I just want to say thank you. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Alright, and how are we looking?
Good.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Alright, let me get this little risotto. Bonnie, can you come get this up, please?
So you want me to